Hey everybody! Happy Monday! Monday, September 19th. Hope you're doing well and having a great Monday. I am having a lot of fun here in my studio, my craft room, playing around. We're going to make a fun three-dimensional home decor item. As soon as I get my little grid paper secure here, I will turn the camera around and show you what we're doing today. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to chat. I hope you all were able. I'm going to pull my holiday catalog over here. It's kind of everything's in a big pile because we are using products from the holiday catalog. Hi, Carol. What else did I need today? Sorry, I got my big face in the camera there. I had another little sheet of paper, but no worries. I guess this will work, but I had a better one. Things disappear. Do things disappear in your office, studio, whatever? This is what we're making today. It's a little mini cutting board. I'm not quite finished. I want to put a tag on it, but I didn't want to be late today like I'm normally. But so maybe today during the presentation or the tutorial we'll create a tag. But this is what we're making, and I think if you have those little easels, you could display this in your kitchen, or I thought they would be fun on a place setting at Thanksgiving, and then on the tag maybe put the name of the person that kind of as a, what would you call that? A place setting tag. What do they call those? Anyways, I thought that would be a cute idea if you wanted to make several up. I was going to show you. I got these at Hobby Lobby. But I know you can get them from Amazon as well. They were 50% off. I just stopped in for some things and I grabbed a couple. And see, they're using it as a mini charcuterie board, which is kind of a fun idea. But I saw it and I instantly thought, let's decorate that sucker up. And I will probably put it on an easel and display it in my kitchen. I have a little area where I can put little pretty things. So you're going to start out with the little mini cutting board. And like I said, I got mine at Hobby Lobby, but I did see some at on Amazon. And if you go to Pinterest and just search mini cutting boards, there's a lot of ideas. It came like this, just natural wood, and I went ahead and took it outside real quick and spray painted it. I put a couple coats on, but I wanted the wood grain to show, so I didn't really cover it, a whole bunch. And we're gonna put paper on it anyway, so it didn't matter. I just thought if it was white, it gave us a good canvas for all of our stuff. And then I am using products from the mini catalog. The paper is, again, the Rustic Harvest 12 by 12 inch designer series paper. It's on page 49 of our Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. If you don't have a catalog and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. Just contact me and I can get one of these catalogs out to you. Toot sweet. We are going to use the little gems here today. The Leaf Label Amber Gem Combo Pack. We're going to use the gems and we're going to use the paper. The stamp set we're using is Cottage Wreaths. And of course we're going to do that, and I'm going to show you a fun technique. It's an oldie but a goldie technique that a lot of you may already be aware of, but we're going to use the baby wipe technique to get all those fun fall colors. Now this stamp set is kind of a distinctive stamp set by Stampin' Up, which means there's kind of a little texture, and it gives an appearance of, I'm not quite sure. It's just a little bit more subtle, not as crisp. Kind of photographic, maybe, is the word I'm thinking of. So anyway, we're going to start out with now this fits my cutting board, so you would have to adjust it depending on what kind of cutting board that you find. Mine is 3.5 by 4, I believe. My little piece of designer series paper. And then I put some little gold foil on the bottom and the top just to give it a little glamour. So I cut out 2 strips of 3.5 by 1/2. And then I'm going to just put a tiny, I think I'm going to, hi Stacy, put a tiny, there we go, strip of glue. That might be a little much. I don't want it to squeeze out. There we go. And so we're going to add our, now my hands are sticky from the glue. There we go. Just wipe it on my pants. I'm wearing linen today. It is so hot here in Kansas City. Yesterday it was 97. I'm not complaining because I love it. Let's keep it warm, warm, warm. And then I'm going to put the other strip. Like I said, it's a 1/2 inch by 3.5. The bottom, you want to make sure that it's parallel. Grid paper might help. I'm really mad that I got glue on my fingers because it's gonna, there we go. There we go. That's good. And then if you notice, you have cut it a little longer, which I did because I wanted to make sure it was long enough to, you know how somehow when you cut your paper separate, it sometimes isn't quite the same width, even though you use the same ruler. Hi, Stephanie. Happy Monday. There we go. Just trim that little excess off. And then I'm just going to, I did round the corners. Now, my corner rounder is not exactly the same roundness as the cutting board, but that doesn't bother me much. I could have sanded them off, but I didn't know how that would work with the gold foil paper. So I'm just going to round those corners just to give it a little softness. Hi, Letha. Is today your birthday, Stephanie? Wednesday. Well, happy early birthday. That's sweet that your daughter is making you a birthday card. Okay. This foil paper has got a kind of a little backing to it. So when you cut the corners, you might notice that it has like a kind of a paper backing. So just fold that out of the way. And then I'm going to just glue it onto the, in fact, I'm going to trim some of this off. I hope you're going to do something special for your birthday. We have to celebrate things. Now, since I'm going to put the ribbon up top, I just want to make sure that the bottom part is, that I've got this glued down to the bottom part really nice. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to do our stamping because that's going to take a minute. The die cutting is going to take a minute because I didn't get it done up ahead of time. And we're going to do the old baby wipe technique. So if you're new around here or new to stamping, this is a fun technique that's been around a while. I am going to, hi Kathy, I am going to take just a baby wipe that I keep around my craft room. I get the ones that are fragrance free. Stephanie says, did I get the cutting board from Dollar Tree? No, but I heard you can at some of them. I ran across it at the Hobby Lobby. And I do know you can buy them from Amazon. Okay, so I have taken my baby wipe, I folded it in half, and I'm putting it on a big block. This is a D block or an E block? E block. And you can also take an empty stamp case, which Stampin' Up! Sells, and put it inside there if you want to kind of keep it moist for a while. I'm just going to use it for this project, so I don't care. Then I'm going to take Inker refills. This is pumpkin pie. And just cover a surface that my stamps will fit in. I don't know. There's no science to it, really. That's pumpkin pie. This is Cajun Craze. I probably won't put as many of Cajun Craze because it is a darker ink. Then I'm going to throw in a little bit of crushed curry. These are all Regal colors, and they're all fall colors, so they're going to blend pretty good. And then some garden green, just a couple greens. Okay. So what we've done basically is created our own ink pad here. And then I'm going to take this image from the stamp set and a piece of basic white cardstock. I believe this is 3x3. And I'm going to ink my stamp up. Might have gotten a little too much green, I can see. We'll see. See how that is, the image it made. Now, since these are distinctive stamps, it's going to be a pale image. It's not going to be real, but I want to get a better, what do you call it? I'm going to rub this on here just a little bit harder. See if I like this one better. And I do. I like that one better. This one I didn't press as hard or something. So we're going to die cut that out in a minute, as soon as we get all of our stamping done. Then I'm going to just take some scraps of basic white. And I am going to stamp, here's my sample. I'm going to use all of those colors, and I'm going to stamp my acorns with some early espresso, and I want 3 acorns. We're going to be die cutting until the cows come home. I wish I would have gotten some of this done before. Now, I could take my stamps and just use this stamp pad that I created, but I'm going to go ahead because I want my, well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's play. Okay, here's the leaf image that I'm going to use. 3 leaves. I don't want a whole lot of green. And I need 6 of these, so I'm going to just stamp that twice. And then we need our bow. And for the bow, I do want a solid image, so I'm going to use the Cajun Craze ink and use the bow stamp. I think that's all of our stamping. So see how fun and easy that is to create. Now in the springtime you'd probably use some more subtle colors, some more pale colors, but since we're doing fall, I chose the Regal colors. Now we're going to grab our dies, which are a hot mess right now. These are the coordinating dies to the, oh, and I'm going to do one more thing to the wreath. Sorry about that, girls. I am going to take, where is my other wreath image? Here we go. This image with some soft suede. Oh, Carol, you have not done the baby wipe technique? That surprises me. Carol or Kathy, you haven't either. Well, good. It's been around forever. So I figured you all would be old hats at it. Okay, I'm taking this image, branches, with some soft suede. And I'm just going to stamp it over top our leaves. And we're going to cut that out. And I was going to give you a tip on that. If you'll notice on my stamp, I have this little black mark. That is a Sharpie. And on the die, there is a little thing. So that is going to help me know where to put my, my die on this wreath. Also, instead of trying to line up the outside, it's a lot easier to line up the inside. See how fast I did that? Because I went by the inside of the wreath instead of trying to figure out all those outside edges. So I am going to secure this down. I think I figured it out. It goes right here. Yep. I think one of my leaves didn't stamp very clearly. And I don't want that to move when I die cut, so I'm going to go ahead and use some washi tape. On all of these. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Now, unfortunately, Stampin' Up! Only gave us 1 leaf die and 1 acorn die on this in this set. I wish, you know, sometimes they'll throw in an extra. But this set has so many dies in it, there probably wasn't room. So I'm going to cut out 3, and then my little acorn. These are those little things that I worry I'm going to lose because they're so tiny. Okay, and then I could use my mini, but then I'd have to roll it through 3 times. I'm going to grab my plates from my big one. Just a minute. I'll be right back. Everything landed on the floor. Okay, we can fit more on the bigger one. And I need to replace my plates. I have new ones. I'm just so cheap. I don't want to... I want to use these as long as I can. And they still work, so why not, right? So here's our wreath. Here's our bow. Here are 3 of our leaves. 1 of our acorns. Now we just have to run it through. I can go ahead and use my little one now. We're going to get 3 more leaves. And 1 more acorn, 2 more acorns. I ordered the little squirrely stamp set last week during the stamp sale. And I don't know if these, I thought of that. I wish it was here so I could see if these little acorns would work with that set. I hope it ships soon. But I bet they got a lot of orders in last Thursday, and it's going to take them a couple days to catch up. Okay, I have 1 more acorn, then we can put it all together. Normally when I order, I live in the Kansas City area and it ships out of Utah. Normally when I order, if I order on a Monday, I usually have it by Thursday or Friday. So I ordered Thursday, so I'm hoping maybe Friday. Okay. Here's our sample. This little leather strap that I've got untied, I untied it just to spray paint it, but this is what I want to add the tag to that I didn't get to before I came on today. Okay, everything else I put up with dimensionals. So here's my little wreath. And I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. It takes 7 days, Carol, but you live way on the East Coast, I bet. So I bet that's part of the reason. I'm going to put my bow over here where I've got all this green. I wanted some green, but not that much green. So I'm going to put my bow right there. And I popped that up. I'm using mini dimensionals on these smaller die cuts, the mini ones. And I think for the little leaves, I'm just going to cut this strip here at the bottom and just put a little strip on each of these, the back of each of these leaves. Did you all watch the Queen's funeral this morning? I don't know if I think I missed the funeral. Was it real early in the morning? I got up at 6:30 and they were doing the walk that took 2 hours. I was thinking, I was a little worried for King Charles, because that was a long walk. And he has got to be exhausted, you know? All the things that have been going on. I think I watched it until they put her, they had her in a carriage and they were taking her down long walk with all the pomp and circumstance, and then they put her in a hearse that we've seen, the little glass hearse, and then I think that the royal family got in cars and they were going to drive to where they were going to lay her to rest. So I did miss the funeral, but I'm sure I could probably get bits and pieces of it. Okay. So, okay, for these little acorns, I think my minis will fit. I think I won't have to, yeah, they fit. Cut any down. She was very well loved, and I think we are seeing a change. We will see a big change in the monarchy. I don't think it'll ever be the same, which is kind of sad. Okay, so I'm going to just put these leaves on here. These are going to blend in a little bit more than my sample. My sample I went ahead and just used straight out of the ink pot, but this will be nice. I think I'm going to like this. So these little leaves are just kind of dancing around. On these branches. Okay, now I'm going to plot my little acorns. I think I'm going to put one here. One here. And one here. Isn't that cute? Okay, for this ribbon, I grabbed this because I just love it. It looks so tattery. Rustic, I guess. It's the frayed ribbon. It's frayed on both edges, but it's so fat. Is this 3/4 inch? And the bow overwhelmed it. So what I did is I just took a length and I cut it right down the middle. And I ended up with this little piece of frayed ribbon. And let's see, let's cut this part off. I was gonna do something with this. I thought this was really neat looking. I was unraveling it, but that is what I did for my ribbon because I wanted it to be rustic, but I didn't want it to be so wide. The bow was overwhelming everything else. And I did just kind of pull some of the threads out after I cut it to make it look a little bit more frayed. Might be kind of fun to even ink it a little bit, but I think it'll be fine this way. I never know where to start and where to stop on these things so that my tails are the same length and I don't waste ribbon. There we go. That looks good. I'll have to trim it a little bit. So I did that, and then I took some mini glue dots. Put them on the, oh, that one cut. You could use a hot glue gun too, I would imagine. But I think these will hold just fine. And then I took some black baker's twine just to kind of set it off a little bit more out of the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. And I did a double bow with that. See, there I go with the tail. The one tail is longer than the other tail. There we go. That looks like it might work a little bit better. One tail's still going to be longer, as long as my little bow part is. Yeah, I think that'll work. It won't be as long. And then I'm going to use a glue dot on that as well. Right on top of the frayed ribbon. There we go. Trim off some of this. Woo, and those two are really short. Okay, and then I added the gem. Hopefully I can find those. Here they are. I've been using these like crazy. I love them. Right in the center of the bow. Very fallish. And then I wanted to do a tag, and I was thinking of using some basic black, some of this, yeah, I think about that long. Do you guys measure like that? About that long. And then I put a little fingernail crease there. So that's about 2 3/4. And this is also another print from that Rustic Harvest paper. Oh, Stephanie measures that way too. About that much. Oh, my dog's going to want to go out. You hear Maggie barking in the background? I'm hoping she'll wait till we're finished. Okay, I'm going to flag that. And then I'm going to take a piece of black. This one measures, let's see, this one is 1.5. So I want this one to be 1 1/4 inches. I want it to be just inside, how long did we say this was? 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. And we'll do some heat embossing on that. It's hard for me to see the line there. There we go. And then I need to cut off, here I go again, Stephanie, about that much. I'm going to do it that way because I've got some on there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to use my stamp set. I thought it would be fun to do this grateful stamp and put it right in the middle. With some of our, excuse me a minute, I'm going to go grab the embossing powder. Sorry about that, dead air. So I'm going to lay this on. Take my embossing buddy. Y'all, I'm going to have to let my dog out. I'm sorry, just a moment. Okay, I might have to edit my film a little bit for the YouTube. We'll edit all that out. All right, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. You know what? And I think I'm going to add some little acorns. I think that would be adorable. Like 3 acorns on there. As long as we're doing it right. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use gold. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I think that'll tie in all the gold. So I'm using Versamark ink. And I'm going to have these little acorns just dancing around on my tag. I was going to do white, but I don't think that would, I think gold is the better choice. If you're local to Kansas City, I am going to have a live Christmas Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack the 3rd Thursday in October. I'm working on creating the cards right now. So mark that on your calendars. Excuse the heat tool noise. I think it needs a little bit more. I think that 1 acorn. Oh, I love gold embossing powder. Now I'm gonna, I don't know if I should pop that up on my tag or not. I think I will. If you missed the beginning, I said I think these would be really cute little gifts for your guests at Thanksgiving to take home. The ladies, at least, not the men, probably. But I thought they would make cute little table favors to put on each plate. I am going to take mine and put it on a little easel and probably put it on my kitchen counter somewhere. Or I have a little tray on my kitchen table that I might put it on that tray. In fact, I think I will. The Stephanie, what are these called? Cutting boards. I just found them at Hobby Lobby. Where's the tag? I was just browsing through Hobby Lobby as you do, and saw them, and I thought, oh, I've got to make something cute out of those. They had round ones like pizza, and they had these. I did look it up to see, because some people don't have a Hobby. Well, I don't know if you would not have a Hobby Lobby, but if you don't have a Hobby Lobby, I did find them on Amazon as well. They measure, what do they measure? And somebody said Dollar Tree might have them. They measure a 3.5 by 7.5. Okay, what happened to the here we go. This is This is what happens. Oh, I should have grabbed my hole puncher. I'm just up and down today. I'm getting my steps in. I'm going to see if this retired one from Stampin' Up! Will work. I think it will. The leather straps came with them. So if you find a cutting board that doesn't have the holes in them, you can drill a hole, or you could, you just wouldn't need a tag. I just thought it would be cute to put a little tag on there, since it came. These would be really cute decorated up for Christmas if you have room for a Christmas tree in your kitchen. I thought of that as well. I don't have room for a Christmas tree in my kitchen, but some people do. And I thought if you decorated them up for Christmas, they'd be really cute hanging. You know, you wouldn't need a whole lot, but it'd be a cute idea to do that as well. So maybe I'll have to go grab some more and do a Christmas one. I think I will. I just gave myself that idea. I might have to run to Hobby Lobby this afternoon before they're all gone, because I don't know if they'll be 50% off this week. Last week they were 50% off, so I got them for $2, I believe, at the 50% off price. Anyway, that's my little, I'm just yammering on. Sorry about that. Stephanie needs an excuse to go to Hobby Lobby. Don't we all? Mine is on the way to book club, and Thursday I had book club. So book club's at 9 a.m. There's a coffee shop in a library over by the Hobby Lobby, and so we meet there, have coffee and donuts, and do our book club. And I always have to stop at the Hobby Lobby on the way home from book club. Stephanie said, that would be cute. I always plan to get a tree for my kitchen, but it never pans out. Yeah, I know. I don't have room for one in my kitchen, so it wouldn't work for me. But I thought they'd be a cute idea. Okay, girls, thank you so much for joining me. This was such a fun project. If you didn't want to do the cutting boards, you could do the exact same thing, only on a card front, and you'd have a nice little card. In fact, maybe after I get done today, I will do up a card the same way using our what do you call it? Baby wipe technique. It's baby wipe technique is perfect for fall. See all those fun muted colors all kind of mixed together. I like to do that in the fall. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I will be back Wednesday at 2 p.m. again for Coffee and a Card. We'll see you then. Maybe I'll use the baby wipe technique on a card. We'll see. I never know what I'm going to do. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye.